Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, we are starting something so near and dear to our hearts, something personal. If you're new here, my name is Taylor. Welcome. And if you haven't already, I do have some videos on my YouTube about my pregnancy journey with Ryan. That's my baby girl. She's now 4 years old. Oh my gosh, how the time is flying, like flying. I wrote some notes on my phone, so I'm going to be looking like down and away and stuff like that, so I can keep track of like what I'm doing. But yeah, so today I'm sharing something that's incredibly personal and kind of emotional with you guys. I mean, I hope you stay till the end. I don't know, but we'll see. So my husband and I, we have one child together, and that's Ryan, and she's 4. And outside of our marriage previously, I had my son Jeremiah, and then he had his 2 daughters. So after we put a lot of thought into IVF and the journeys and conversations and prayer and research and everything was had, we decided to start the IVF journey. So my job has IVF, or like this thing called Carrot. So what Carrot basically is, it pays for your IVF, one round of IVF, if you want to do adoption, things like that. So as it pertains to fertility, it does help you cut costs in that type of way. So we started looking into this back in 2025, so last year, and we really wanted to start with IVF. If you don't know, I do have PCOS. So I've been struggling with that for the past 5 years now. When I got pregnant with Ryan, we had to go through a whole thing to get pregnant with Ryan, and here we are again. Trying to get pregnant, but this time for a baby boy. And what other way to guarantee a baby boy other than going through that IVF process? So here we are. So I'm taking you guys along with me on this journey. I know for some it's very long. I'm hoping that this journey is not a long journey. I'm kind of nervous, but here we go. There's going to be a lot of emotions involved in this. So I'm kind of sharing my experience on YouTube because I know that there's other people out there that may be going through the same thing or maybe curious about someone else's journey, and I just want to share it with everyone. We reached out to a Carrot coordinator back in November of last year, and we had our initial conversation, and then we had a follow-up conversation. It was a lot of conversations that were had, so again, not something that happened overnight. And we started to go. We live in Georgia, so we could not do IVF in Georgia with the gender determination because Georgia prohibits that. So we had to go to South Carolina, which is okay because my husband's from South Carolina, and it's like right across the way from us. It's not too far. So we reached out to a facility in South Carolina. We told them everything that we wanted. We had our initial conversation with the doctors over there. That was fine. And my husband really wanted a baby in March. Well, you're pregnant for 9 months. So if you got pregnant in December, you would not have a March baby. So we held off on actually having a baby and everything like that. But I did express to them that I do have PCOS, and they were like, that's perfectly fine. Like, you're a great candidate. And I was like, okay, great. So I started on metformin. I believe it was metformin. Yeah. Again, when I was pregnant with Ryan, I had started on metformin to help with my PCOS and regulate my periods and things like that. So we all know what happens on metformin. You get pregnant. So January rolls by. Perfectly fine, had a period. February rolls by, and bam, we are pregnant. So we were kind of excited to be pregnant, kind of like on our own, because again, at this time Ryan was 3, she had not turned 4 yet. So we were kind of excited, and we really wanted to know what the gender of this baby was going to be. So we did our early gender testing at 10 weeks. 10 weeks pregnant, it came back. It was a girl. And I say past tense because at 10 weeks, 5 days, I actually had a miscarriage, and it kind of shocked me because I'm young, right? I'm 32. So that wasn't on my bingo card to like have a miscarriage. No, we didn't necessarily want a girl, but any baby that we do have, we believe it is a blessing. So the fact that we had that miscarriage was kind of like, wow, okay. So right after that, we jumped back right back into IVF. And we called the coordinator and we said, hey, look, I had a miscarriage. What are your thoughts? She was like, well, just wait 30 days after your period. We can start again. And I don't know. I was kind of grieving for the month of March, April time. May was my birthday. And now we're like back into it, you know. Hey, this is a great time to really go full force on that IVF journey. So May came along and we started. We had all our doctor's appointments ready. We signed all of the paperwork. There were a whole bunch of videos that I had to watch. Maybe like 2 hours long. I kid you not. The videos were like 2 hours long that I had to watch. But actually, like at one point in time, I wanted to be an OB. So to me, it was very interesting. But for some, it may not have been. Like for my husband, those videos were kind of boring. But for me, I loved it. They were great. So yeah, my husband just got home. We ended up having our first visit with our doctor for the IVF. They had to take some blood work and things like that. And then I had an ultrasound, a vaginal ultrasound, came back. I was actually ovulating that week, unbeknownst to me, right? Because I'm in tune with my body, but with PCOS, you never really know what's going on. So that's going there. But yeah, I was actually ovulating that week. I was supposed to start on birth control. Something fell through. The birth control never got to be filled. And yeah, now we're pushed back about a month and a half with the IVF journey because I never started on that birth control. So I literally have everything lined out and we're just waiting now. It's just the waiting game. So what to look forward to, I guess, is my next appointment. I'm going to take you guys along with me. We drive from Georgia to South Carolina, so that's kind of a journey. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing, right? Like they're going to take some blood work and then again go ahead and do a vaginal ultrasound. So you guys will be there with me along the way. A part of me is excited about this journey because of the responsibility that it brings, you know. And I don't want any more kids after this. I don't think. We'll see. I say that now, but like every time I see a little new bundle of joy, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. So we'll see. Right now, we're still in the beginning stages. So, you know, I really can't say too much, but this was just like an intro video of we're starting. And I'm super excited for you guys to be along with me on this journey. So stay tuned for more. And I will talk to you later. Bye.